Dating is dead everywhere, guys. Yes, modern women messed it up completely, and basically no matter in which country, everywhere men are walking away. And even when the dating market looks completely doomed, according to this is actually a great opportunity for us. But before I get into detail, let's jump into the video that I prepared for today. It's a video from the channel Manhood. I placed the link to the full video down below in the video description, so you can watch the full video if you want and support their channel. But now let's get started with the video.
Why are men avoiding singles events?
Men don't go to these. Men do not go to singles events. Stop paying money to go to singles events. Men don't go. Stop it.
So I have to cancel the singles event that I planned to be on my farm this weekend.
Hey girl, what's up?
Hey girl, nothing much. What's up with you?
Girl, I'm chilling. What's going on with you?
I heard about your last online dating experience.
You did? Yeah, girl. Crazy.
Yeah.
I think I'm done with these dating apps.
I feel you. Well, I actually have an event for you to go to tonight.
For real? Where is it?
It's gonna be at my church. What?
Not
Girl,
doing it.
why? It's
No.
gonna be a lot of single dudes there.
Lies.
I am not lying. I'm for real.
I ain't messing with you because the last time you invited me to your church's singles event, it was all women there. Girl, might as well have been a ladies' night or something.
We had a good time the last time, remember?
What I remember was that we spent half the time praying for husbands when the husband should have been there that night at the event. No.
You're
I'm
being
not doing-
dramatic. It was a few dudes there.
It was 3 guys there, and 2 of them were there with their girlfriend. And then the other one was there with his wife. At a singles event.
It wasn't that bad. I'm telling you, it's gonna hit tonight.
Many women have threatened to demand a refund because the hyped singles event they paid for was a total flop and failed to achieve its aim, as there were no men in attendance. The women are pissed off that the singles event they had planned and prepared for weeks, carefully picking out a dress and applying perfect makeup for the occasion, turned out to be just them and the organisers staring at themselves. There are no men at singles events anymore.
I would love if we could be honest and rebrand singles events as The Truth, which is a perfect place to meet your brand new platonic best friend. Men don't go to these. Men do not go to singles events. Stop paying money to go to singles events. Men don't go. Stop it.
This is so funny, guys. So nowadays, even men avoid single events because they already know there are only lots of leftover women and they already messed it up. They have too high body counts. They have too much mental baggage. They missed out to settle for a good man when they had been in their 20s. But this is actually awesome for us, guys. Why is that awesome? As I told you before in one of my latest videos, the future ahead of us will be a future filled with an army of leftover women. I understand, you guys, that nowadays some of you may think that unfortunately any kind of dating advice is holy crap now because there are no good women left. You cannot find good women anyway. But if you cannot find a woman who is relationship or marriage material, at least I don't think you should go NGTOW. I must be careful which terms I use here because otherwise YouTube may cancel me. But yeah, guys, it is the way it is. And before you settle for an AI girlfriend, before you settle for a bunga doll, you know, a hyper-realistic TPE or silicone doll to upgrade your jerking off game. I'm not I'm not sure if I'm allowed to use the term masturbation in my videos, or maybe now it's too late anyway. Maybe YouTube will cancel me. But before you settle for a doll or an AI girlfriend, and if you also don't want to date abroad, I recommend you to benefit of this situation of our collapsing dating market, the collapsing society, Because as women get older, as women end up being single, being alone, ending up in poverty, because even when women earn more money than men nowadays, but women never learned how to handle money. They never learned how to manage money. This is basically a skill that all of us never learned at school or in university, because the education system doesn't want us to get that knowledge. But women are a little bit different. They make 80% of all purchases. They are much more prone to manipulation of advertising and marketing. This is also the reason why feminism was pushed so much back then in the 1960s, because this is how the economy because this is how the economy could thrive, because you doubled you doubled the number of workers, you doubled the number of consumers as soon as women entered the workforce. But the only difference was that women, on average, spend much more money on stuff they actually don't need than men do. But yeah, as the society collapses, as hyperinflation kicks in, most people will lose their money because they never learned how to manage their money, how to protect their money against inflation, and they also never learned how to make their money get even more in times of collapsing markets and hyperinflation. But if you gather this knowledge, if you obtain this knowledge how to make your money get not only protected, but even skyrocket as hyperinflation skyrockets by purchasing gold, investing into silver, leveraging your trades on a trading platform, and so on. By doing this, you can perfectly get settled as soon as hyperinflation kicks in, get a lot of money, and if you also on top of this work on your mindset, work on your body to get a good physique and so on, because most people nowadays are losers. But if you are not one of the losers, if you belong to one of the 0.1% of people with a winner mindset, if you start an online business, invest into gold, silver, benefit from the collapsing financial system, and you become a settled high-value man in the future, because every crisis is also a big chance to be one of the next winners, then you have a bright future ahead, because there are so many women nowadays who messed up, who could not find a partner in their 20s. And I don't recommend you to settle with a leftover woman in her 30s and even 40s. But at least guys, this is so important. That's why listen up. At least if you cannot find a woman who is wife material, who is suitable for a long-term committed relationship, before you get married to your hand, who will be your best friend when you sit in front of the screen and watch, I cannot say the words now if I don't want to get cancelled by YouTube. And if you watch adult content on the internet and you make a good rub off with your hand down below between your legs, before you do this, before you get married to your hand, before you destroy your brain with watching adult content too much, before you get married to a Bunga doll, a hyper-realistic TPE or silicone doll, it's our nature to have physical intimacy with a real woman. Better build, in worst case, a rotary system with you can have maybe 5 girlfriends or so, and every week you meet one of them, the next week the next one. So in cycles of 5 weeks each, you can meet one of them. You can do stuff like this, guys. You can also go abroad and meet better women who still have traditional values, who are still good housewives. If you have enough money, you can leave the country if things go wrong. If a huge war breaks out and bombs are dropping down from the sky where you're living. You can always escape when you are settled. That's why enjoy the collapse of modern women, the downfall of modern women, enjoy the downfall of society. Don't care when most people start falling into depression, start crying, oh, the world is so bad, everything is so expensive, I cannot afford rent, I cannot afford food. Don't be one of these guys, my friends. Instead, work on yourself, work on your finances, work on your body, work on your mindset. And in the future, you will have lots of desperate single women, leftover women to choose from to satisfy your physical needs, your needs of intimacy. And as you have lots of options on the dating market in the future, when women realize that they actually need men and they struggle to find a long-term partner when they hit the wall, then when you have lots of options, you will also have greater chances to find a woman who is marriage material. Because my wife was also a leftover woman. I had really good luck because I was still not familiar with red pill content and the manosphere when I met her. But in my case, maybe because it's a Thai woman and not a Western woman, I had really good luck. I'm still married after 8 years, still happy after 8 years. And I live the best time of my life, guys, ever since I married my current wife. Most of the time she earned more money than me. I became so wealthy after I married her. For most guys, unfortunately, it's the whole opposite, and they end up in destitution and poverty as soon as they marry. For me, it was the whole opposite. It was also a little bit luck, but I also listened to my intuition. But anyway, I hope you understand the message, why it is so important to make use of the collapsing financial system nowadays and also to work on your mindset. And I have a big surprise for you as soon as my channel reaches 1,000 subscribers. That's why make sure you subscribe to my channel if you like the content. Hit the like button as it helps the YouTube algorithm. And as this is all what I intended to say now, I hope you have a great day and see you next time, my friends.